Who's talking for the second?
You gotta bill all of them. You ready to go? It's 9:30. We'll call the meeting to order. First item is approval of the agenda.
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second. Moved and second. All those in favor? Aye. So opposed. Minutes of March 7th, 2023 board meeting.
Move to approve.
Second. All those in favor? Aye. Opposed. Number 3. Set date for public hearing on the budget for FY 23 and 24. The date would be April the 24th.
Motion to approve it. Yeah, second.
Those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Resolution number 15, 2023, noxious weeds to be destroyed.
Rick is gonna stand up and say something like Jeff was too.
Jeff, go ahead. Oh, this is just what we do standard. Every year you guys establish or set a date for when noxious weeds are to be destroyed. So then we can go out and enforce our noxious weed. First, Iowa code.
Talking with Rick, it sounds like this is all basically complaint driven.
Today it is complaint driven on private property. We're looking at hiring a weed commissioner. Frank left us. And then they'll take care of everything within the roadsides. Is their primary goal on it.
Questions?
Yeah, Rick, anything bad?
I can just say it is part of the state code 317. There's about 20 species that are involved. A weed commissioner be able to identify them. If somebody calls and say, hey, I got a bad case of foxtail, that doesn't qualify. You can identify what the noxious weeds are and then follow up with working with landowners if there is a complaint and how to best address it, what chemicals to use, what the control methods are. There is a complaint, there's a period that he looks at it, he gives them time to fix it and try to help them to fix it through advice on somebody that deals with this stuff. So it's a benefit to the landowner, and then it also helps the county. If the county has something, but he throws something out, go down the highway and start something growing, we identify, and hopefully we can control the county side of responsibility. So it's a program that a lot of counties, state law, so.
And right now, without having Frank, you're the acting weed commissioner, right? That's in your contract on that.
Yes, it is. Having Frank was a very good godsend because he was able to identify plants beyond my actual scope. He knew more about chemicals, he knew more about weed control, stuff like that. And he actually was out there. I think 3 or 4 actual citizens had them come out and he helped them address their issues and concerns. And he was able to go leaps and bounds beyond my actual ability.
The new person will be similar.
Absolutely. Yeah, he has a lot of experience and qualifications.
Worked for Mahaska County Secondary Roads for a while with their noxious weed problems.
This is the new one that you're, very good.
Yeah.
I make a motion to approve.
I'll second. Moved and seconded. All those in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Set date for a public hearing to establish a paving district on Ashland Road. This is using. So we actually have an ordinance, I guess, to where citizens can ask for the road to be paved, preferably if it's connected to another paved road. The citizens pay 75%, county pays 25%. In order to do that, you do have to create a paving district to assess it to their taxes to make sure that they get paid. So that's what this is actually doing. So anything you want to add, Joe?
Could I ask Jeff, does this benefit other landowners in the area?
It benefits everybody.
Yeah, so we're.
I mean, anybody that takes that road, I mean, it's significantly like, so these two landowners typically on this state average, the surrounding property owners pay into it.
Mhm.
These two property owners have said, we will foot the bill even for our neighbors' benefits. So just to get it done.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
And I'd just like to add, I know this has kind of been a long process on this, figuring it out and how it's all done. So appreciate you working on it. Any further discussion?
That'll be on April 12th.
I'm sorry, April 4th as well. All right. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Number 6, legal services agreement with Hollers and Cooney. Darren, you want to take this?
That's a labor HR attorney firm. They're gonna be going over all our contracts, wages, any HR problems. The auditor is still gonna continue to do the HR, but they will be the legal advisor for all the services. I make a motion, we approve them for the year. $2,500 flat fee.
And I'll second it.
This Mike Galloway, the city's used for the last 15 years probably. I know I dealt with him when I was on council, pretty square guy, and I think he'd be a great benefit as we navigate through some areas that, you know, a few of us hasn't really dealt with before, and I think it'd be nice to have someone else with some other HR knowledge with getting into some personnel or whatever else it may be, so. It's been moved and seconded. Is there any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Quote on router replacement. Paul?
I was going to just extend the router out for maintenance this year, and we seem to have had a problem. Rick calls me up and he lets me know that I've got a problem. We're losing connection from the VPN between Pioneer Ridge and it's been locking up about once a week. So I've decided I really want to replace that piece of hardware. That quote is about it's about $3,000 for the software, about $4,000 for the hardware. I was just going to do the software again this year, but I really would like to do the hardware so we don't end up losing that box. It's 3+ years old, and if it goes out, it's going to be a hassle. So really would like to replace it. And that is the router for the entire county.
$7,723.04, sound right?
What's that come out of?
It'll come out of your budget, correct?
Probably, I don't know, I need local option or something, probably.
We'll see if we have room in yours, and if not,
Yeah.
we can move it to loss probably.
Yep.
I'll make a motion to purchase it.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Liquor license for Rocket Fuels and Food Mart from March 31st, 23 to March 30th, 24.
I'll move to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Reimbursement agreement with Zachary Leonard.
He's a new hire for deputy sheriff position. This agreement is a contract between him and the county on reimbursement should he depart his employment before the end of the contract. It's a 4-year contract, paying back 25% of the amount owed for each year of service. So say he does 2 years and wants to move on, he'd have to pay half of that contract back. The contract consists of the academy costs, food costs while he's there, wages minus the the $7.25, the minimum wage amount. That also includes uniforms, pretty much everything to getting going. The only thing it doesn't include is his field training wages, which I left out of there. It was, we were still waiting for a couple bills to come in, but it's around $25,000 is what we'd have to pay back after the first year, and then of course 25% is knocked off after each year of completion of employment.
And this has become pretty standard among law enforcement.
Yeah,
Across
it's, you know, actually the contracts you have before you was, Tumblr PDs, I just, changed it to fit us. Yeah, it's pretty much norm these days. It's, the problem is you got people who, we send to the academy and they go somewhere else, like the metro area or other departments to, improve their wages, I guess.
Any discussion?
Nope, I'm glad to see it. I noticed it was the same as I had Farrington Huck send me one to give you and you'd already got it, so. Perfect. I moved to approve.
Second.
Moved and seconded. No further discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Personnel request for payroll approval, new hire for deputy sheriff, and this will be Zachary Leonard.
Yeah, be Zach Leonard. He's Edville Blakesburg graduate. His folks live out on Rock Bluff Road. He graduates from Indian Hills here in May, and we'll hopefully start the academy May 1st. So he'll be in some field training up until that he goes to the academy, and then when he gets back. But we're looking forward to it. We've been down 2 deputies for over a year now, so it's nice to find somebody. He'll be the youngest deputy we've ever hired.
Oh,
19.
Is he the jailer?
He's a Indian Hill student, gonna graduate in May. He's been doing his internship at Davis County. He still finished out his internship, but he moved it up here to so he gets started working. So I think he'll be 20 here in May. So good kid.
I motion to approve payroll.
Second.
any further discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Number 11, assign 2 county held tax sales certificates and abate certain taxes. Just in time.
I know, I waited till the end of short people. So, this gal has 2 lots that are beside her house and she would like to, take them, and it'd be nice to get them back on the tax roll. So they each have a county health certificate on it and several years delinquent taxes. So, excuse me, what we normally do is she offered to pay $100 for each certificate. The tax sales are sitting at $538 each, so she would end up paying $100 with principal, and then we would abate 18 of it, and then the 420 penalty on each of them. This would just get it back on the tax roll, and then she agreed to pay the current taxes and subsequents, which are the taxes are super minimal on this parcel. They're like $30 each half or $23 each half. So for the year, it's like $46. So we'd end up, if we agreed to this, which I think is a good deal, she would be paying the subsequent taxes, which are this year's taxes. And then we'd be, when she'll take that to her lawyer to start the 90-day process. And when they turn that over to us, we'll start the 90-day notice. And if the owner was to come and redeem it, they would have to pay everything, not the compromised amount. So, and then if they didn't come in within those 90 days, on the 91st day, she could take tax deed to each parcel. And that would get it back on the tax roll. And it's adjacent to her lot, so she'll be able to do things with that.
What happens to the city mowing deal that she had?
She has to pay it. They didn't agree to do away with it, and it's not part of the tax sale, so we can't. I mean, we could abate that. But she was going to offer to give 500 for each parcel. So basically what she's doing is she bumped her offer down to 100 and then is gonna pay the weeds.
Okay, so she's okay with that.
Yes,
And as far as, the city's okay with that.
well, the city's okay because they're getting their mowing
Yeah.
charge. But she claims that she's mowed it the whole time and the city hasn't mowed it, but I don't know. That's hearsay, so.
Right.
Yeah, but I think it'd be good just to get it back on the tax roll.
Were both those lots owned by the same person?
Yes, and they also had another lot that has a house on it, and I believe that house is placard, but I'm not for sure.
Yeah.
So I suppose if the city wants to do something with that lot with the house, they could, So, and this will just make her lot, her property better, and she could, have more area. If she went to sell it, it would sell better probably. So,
We'll move to approve.
Second.
Any further discussion, questions or comments? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed? Other business to come before the board, treasurer's investment report, February 2023. Motion to accept and file.
I'll move to approve.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Other business to come before the board.
I might. I'll go ahead and on the broadband, I met with Simtel. That's progressing. We're working on an application that'll be submitted at the end of March. And that'll be for the Chillicothe area, that direction. So if there's any comment you want me to contribute to or pass to them, I can sure do that. But that is in the plan based on our meeting the other day. Perfect. So just an update.
Thank you.
This is just an FYI, doesn't require board action. Brian's a little bit familiar with this from the past. We've been working on this reclamation project at the Kirksville Wildlife Area with the joint landowner. So yesterday, county engineer and I met with final design meeting. And what is going to have to do with steps is the conservation board will have to post a legal notice that the area will be closed down approximately 18 months, starting November 1st. And that would receive public comment period. And then we would go ahead and move forward with that through the legal notice situation, not before the board. But they're looking at pre-bid on the area, August bid opening, September contract meetings, and then November be construction begin and go approximately 18 months. This doesn't cost the county anything. This is through IDOL's mine reclamation program through the state. And it's going to impact about 50 to 60 acres of county property. It's highly erodible, lots of mine spoil, a very deep ditched water runoff. It has, hard iron content. So this is to improve the overall quality, landscape it better, bring in lime to neutralize it and get to other things. And then they're going to seed it down for other things to grow on it. So it's a project between us and the joint landowner. And he's got actually open mines in his area that's full of water that will be improved upon. So it's a good project, but just kind of let you know where we're at with this, and we'll have a public comment period here shortly, and that legal notice in the paper so the public's aware and notifying that it'll be closed for a while. So they're out there doing all their dozer work and stuff. So
As long as you're up. I missed the board meeting. How we doing on the lake survey?
I'm going to see if you want me to go ahead and they study, it came back, the phase 1, phase 2 would be $24,000. And I'm gonna see if I can pay that on my budget that I have now. Then we going around with the board and the current staff and looking at where we can trim here and there to do that. I think we'll be okay. But pending your go ahead, I was going to, tell them that we go ahead and start it. They'd like to start before the leaves get on the trees so they can do their GPS work.
Which company was that?
It's French Register.
Okay.
Out of Fairfield, so I'm just gonna see if, I wasn't gonna request any more money for it since they're trying to use our existing budget. So, but phase 1, phase 2 would tell us if it would work or not, and have a lake interview. And then from there we can go ahead and make further decisions based upon their engineering study.
And officially, congratulations on the Destination Iowa grant.
We'll get
I think this is the first meeting that when we set in those Zoom calls, when this happened initially, they said the odds of a county getting more than one, it just wouldn't happen. And we were lucky enough to secure 2 of them, so.
Work begins now.
Work begins. Yep. Be a good addition and help grow revenue and the conservation system. So,
The announcement already went on 3 or 4 horse websites, so we're getting inundated with people that want to come out and know about putting up more stalls and having more horse riding and all this stuff. So I said, oh, give us time. They want to book this summer for the new campground. It isn't going to happen that.
Very good.
Thank you.
Any other business come before the board? Promotion to adjourn.
I'll move to adjourn.
Second.
Those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.